overpricing your Westside home by just 5 to 10% might not sound like a big deal. Most sellers think, what's the harm? We can always reduce it later. But in today's Westside market, that small decision can quietly change everything from how buyers perceive your home to how much you ultimately walk away with. Let me walk you through what actually happens step by step. And I'll explain why this almost always costs sellers more than they expect. On the Westside, price matters. Buyers search in ranges. Under $1.5 million, under $2 million, under $2.5 million. When you overprice by even 5%, you often push your home into the wrong buyer pool. For example, let's say your home's true market value is around $1.9 million. If you price it at $1.995 or $2.05 million, you've now pushed yourself out of the under $2 million search filter. That might not sound dramatic, but you've just eliminated a large group of qualified buyers who capped their search at $2 million. And this is where many listings lose momentum before they even have a chance. These buyers aren't just less motivated, they're comparing your home to better options. Now, instead of competing with other $1.9 million homes, you're competing with renovated $2.1 to $2.2 million homes, and that may have larger lots, updated kitchens, or better locations. The listing goes live, photos look really good, marketing is solid, the home gets views. But instead of urgency, something subtle happens. Buyers save it and wait. For example, you might get 20 showings on the first 2 weeks, which feels great, but no offers. Buyers walk through and say, it's nice, but if it were closer to 1.85 or 1.9, we'd consider it. That waiting is not neutral. It's a warning sign. They're thinking, I like it, but not at that price. And when multiple buyers all feel that way, they don't compete, they sit back. After a few weeks, the listing changes psychologically. Buyers begin to ask, why hasn't it sold? Is something wrong? Will the seller come down further? For example, let's say you're now 28 days on market. In a neighborhood where similar homes went pending in 10 to 14 days, buyers start assuming there's an issue, even if the only issue is pricing. Even if nothing is wrong with the home, the market assumes there is. And perception becomes more powerful than reality. At this point, buyers don't feel urgency, they feel leverage. When the price reduction finally happens, sellers expect momentum to return. But here's what buyers actually think. If they reduced it once, they'll reduce it again. For example, let's say you drop from $2.05 million to $1.95 million. Instead of buyers rushing in at $1.95 million, they offer $1.85 or $1.88, assuming there's more room. Negotiations become tougher. Offers come in lower. The seller's leverage is gone. And this is where most sellers lose more money than they ever gained by overpricing. In many cases, that home that could have sold for 1.9 with strong competition ends up closing at 1.85 after 60 days simply because it missed its initial window of momentum. Here's the irony. Homes priced correctly from day one often sell faster and for more. For example, when a home hits 1.899 million, positioned correctly, it may attract multiple buyers in that first 10 days. Two buyers competing can easily push the price to 1.93 or 1.95. That's more than the seller would have netted by starting at 2.05 and chasing the market down. Not because it's a better home, but because urgency creates competition, and competition protects your price. If you're considering selling on the West Side and want to avoid this cycle entirely, I'm happy to walk through pricing strategy with you. Even if you're months away, I've created a free West Side seller guide that goes deeper into pricing, preparation and strategy for today's market. You can download it using the link below. And if you'd like to talk through your specific home, your timeline, or what price band you'd fall into, my contact information is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.